everyone, my name is Light, and welcome back to Hopelessly Bedrock. Alright folks, I've just finished installing my latest add-on, Hero of the Village, into our world, so today's the day we become the hero of the raid farm. Oh yeah. So as you can see, we are starting here at a pillager outpost. Now I've already gone ahead and I have done a couple things, so we'll definitely go ahead and we'll take a look at that. Be just a moment while I get myself turned around here. Ah, look at that, guys. Looks fantastic. Love it. And this village over here, that's where we're going to get the villagers for the hero of the raid portion of the farm. And just so you guys know, we're going to be using butchers because I need the food. Alright, so let's head up here and we'll take a look around. We're going to go all the way to the top. If I could work the stairs. Alright, so as you guys can see, I've already marked out the spawn spot for where the pillagers are going to be. So we're going to have to build a trident killer here for those guys. And if we look up here in the hole, I've built us up a little pillar marking out where the tank is going to be in the sky. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead, I'll get all my supplies out, and we'll get to building, folks, starting with the trident killers. Yeehaw! And we're back. Alright, folks, so this is where we're going to build the first trident killer. Those 4 blocks there mark where the pillagers will be falling down. We'll add a couple torches because it is kind of dark. Now I think, to start, we're going to use some deep slate, so we'll have to get some supplies. And I do hear those crossbows. Ow! Stop that! Take that! Chop! 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 Haha! Alright, now before we were interrupted... Hey, wait a minute. I see you, buddy. Hey! Ha! Jeez. Alright, so as I was saying, we're going to put some deep slate here in the corners. And we're going to bring that down all the way to the floor. Of course, we'll take that one out so we can make it match. Can't have it not be the same, folks. That'd drive me nuts. Alright, so again, all the way down to the floor. We're going to do that all the way around. Now, not that one, of course. A couple more here. And a couple more here. Now, we're going to connect everything across the top, just like this. Basically, you know, the start of a cube. Next, we're going to take this hopper, put it into that plank like that. This next hopper goes into that hopper. Take out this plank. This hopper goes into that plank. So basically, all 3 hoppers will end up pointing into this hopper that we're going to place next. So we'll take out that, fall down, and then we pillar back up so we can place the hopper pointing down. Next, we're going to put some glass in here like this for the viewing area. Now I realized that we're going to have to take these guys out to make way for the pistons and the observers that are going to have to go there. There we go. Next is the pistons. So we'll put those in our familiar formation, just like that. And then of course next we're going to need the observers. And as always guys, pointing out, pointing in. Can't stress that enough. Pointing out, pointing in. If you can remember that, you'll never get your observer pattern wrong when you're making your trident killers. So pointing out. Gotta break this. Pointing in. And finally, one more time. Pointing out. Pointing in. And the final ingredient, a lever here. Flick it once to prime. Flick it again to kick it off. Now up here, we're just going to finish off the containment unit. So we need to add some pillars. Now we'll have to figure out what to do here. I have an idea, but we'll come back to that. Put some glass here, again, to act as a viewing area. Once we get that in, next we'll extend the pillars up another block. We want at least 2. A little more glass. Alright, perfect. Now, as for the corner over here, what I think we're going to do is we're actually going to make it match, coming all the way up, and we'll figure out something different to do with the stairs when we need to get up here later. Not a big deal. So, birch plank, a couple more pieces of deep slate. Alright. Not bad, folks. Not bad. Now, of course, we do still have to add a top onto this, and I will get to that. Next, I'm going to have to build another trident killer up in the sky. So while I do that, I'm going to send you guys to the next few parts of this in the form of a time lapse. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed the time lapse. Look at it, guys. Isn't it wonderful? Absolutely lovely. All right, well, let's go inside because there are still a few bits and bobs that I have to do. But look at this. I love the look of this with the leaves and the deep slate instead of the cobblestone. I wish they were actually like this. That would be fantastic. All right, now one of the first bits and bobs that we're going to have to do is add a lava trash system to this trident killer. So we'll put a dispenser here, and then below that, we're going to build a containment unit for the lava. Now, the reason that we're sending everything directly to lava is because this is the Trident Killer where we're going to be killing the captains to get the bad omen. So from this one, we would only ever get crossbows, arrows, and banners as drops. And quite frankly, I don't care about any of that. I have tons of that stuff already, so we can just burn all that. So put the lava in here, and then quickly put a couple blocks. Make sure nothing spills. Oh yeah! Now off the back of that, we're going to build a familiar shape for our comparator clock, which is going to drive the dispenser. So comparator there, followed up by some pieces of redstone dust, linking everything like that. Piece here in the back. And after we break these, we need one more piece, which is going to be a lever right here. Now if we give it a flick, we did hear a click, but not successive. And that is because on the comparator, we forgot to click that. So now that that's done, if we give the lever a flick again, there we go, perfect. Now we can hear the clock working exactly like it should. Alright folks, so I'm going to go ahead, I'll build up the rest of the bits and bobs, and by the time I'm done that and I bring you guys back in, we'll be ready to move some villagers. Yeehaw! Welcome back folks. As you guys can see, I got the track laid in, the bits and bobs are done, and we can move the villagers. So I got those guys in here. In order to get in, we'll break this cobblestone, hop down. Hey fellas! Now, for one of them to get into the minecart, we need to break this piece of cobblestone here, and hopefully, if all goes well, one of them will literally just run right in there. Anyone? Alright, thanks buddy! So we'll block that off, make sure no one else gets out. Block that off, make sure nothing gets in. And to get this guy on his way, we jump down, give the minecart a push. Alright, so he's going to make his way all the way up to the track where he will fall down into the containment unit. And as for us, we unfortunately have to jump all the way up. However, if we needed a good leg workout, this is definitely the way. Now, if anyone's ever seen the movie Rocky, this kind of reminds me of that scene, you know, where he has to go up the stairs and he's doing all the running. Aw yeah. Alright, so there's our villager, nestled safely inside. Now, in order to get him out of the minecart, we give it a tap like that. And to get the cart back, we just need to grab it out of the chest right here. Excellent. Now, in order for us to get out, we are going to have to put a block here so we can hop back up to the tracks. After we do that, we're going to start making our way back down, where we're going to go ahead and we'll move the other 4 villagers. Yeehaw! Welcome back, folks. All the villagers are in place, and we just have one more thing to do. So after we take out these leaves right here, we need to make sure that we cover up these guys so nothing gets in. Now, next up, of course, we're going to have to do a bunch of cleanup, including tearing down this entire rail, making sure the villager house is back in the order that it was in. So I'm going to go ahead, I'll get all that done, and when I bring you guys back in, we'll finally be ready to give this thing a test. Yeehaw, guys! Welcome back, folks. Everything has been torn down, all the stuff has been put away, so we can finally start the test. Now, we do have to make our way all the way to the top of the farm. So going up here to the second floor, this will be our first stop. This is the first of the lava systems. So to turn it on, we just need to flick the lever right over here. All right. Now making our way up to this floor. This is the first of the Trident Killers. I believe this guy has a banner. So once we kill him, there's our bad omen. That is absolutely perfect. Alright, so there's nothing here except for the top of the first Trident Killer. So we need to keep going up the stairs right here. This will take us up to the main storage unit for the actual raid farm. And in order to get to the other 2 switches, we need to go across right here. This switch here is for the second of the lava systems. And if we come up here, this switch is for the second trident killer. Alright, so now we take the water elevator up to the top, or the AFK spot. And as you saw, the moment we got close enough, the raid started. Yeehaw, folks, yeehaw. Now, once the raid is done and it's over, we will be granted the Hero of the Village effect, and that is when we'll be able to give the add-on a try. Yeehaw, folks, yeehaw! And with that, folks, victory! Yeehaw! Alright, so that gives us the Hero of the Village effect. However, before we start collecting our delicious cooked pork chops and steaks from our butchers behind us, let's go down and check what we have in the storage from that one raid. Alright, now if we get down here, we check in the first chest. This is emeralds. Next one is redstone. Glowstone. Glass bottles, gunpowder, sugar, sticks, and spider eyes. Alright, now you might be saying to yourself, hey Light, I notice you don't have, a chest set up to collect anything else, like books, armor, totems. Well, you know what? You're absolutely right, guys, and that's because I don't care about any of that stuff. I have tons of it and never use it. Alright, now my next step is to go ahead and AFK this for about an hour, and when we come back, we'll see what we got. Yeehaw! Hey, welcome back, folks. The AFK time is up. So you guys know, I was actually here for more like an hour and a half. I only ran the raid farm for the full hour, like I said I was going to, but I had some time left on the Hero of the Village effect, so I decided to use that as well, came back up here, and let the butchers do their thing. Alright, now before we check this chest and see what we got, let's go down and see how many emeralds we ended up with in the farm. Alright. The first chest down here was our emeralds, so if we take a look in here, look at that, guys. Almost 8 full stacks of emeralds from 1 hour. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now, if we go back up top, let's check and see how our butchers did. Alright, so like I said earlier on in the episode, the main reason that I'm using these guys is to get food, because that's usually what I lack the most and always have to go hunting for. So if we take a look in here, look at that, guys. Look at that. 4 stacks, just over 4 stacks from an hour and a half of AFK time. That is absolutely incredible. That is more than enough food for definitely a few playing sessions, if not more. Absolutely fantastic. Alright, so I'm very happy, guys, with how this turned out. Now, if anybody's interested in getting the Hero of the Village add-on, I will go ahead and I'll put a card on the screen right about now. And that'll take you to the video, which you can watch to get some further details and also find out how to get the add-on for yourself. But on that note, that is all I have time for today. Once again, my name is Light, and thanks for stopping by.